Hey everybody, it is Kent. So I am going to work on getting some of these books here. I'll show you. I need to get those piles of books here. These big piles are kind of in the way. So I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging and I'm going to try to get it. So my book auctions, I think those end tonight. Those are tomorrow nights and so on and so forth. So I'm working on listing these huge books from the 1700s. So today's project is to rearrange these a little bit and get all of those up on shelves. It's going to look pretty cool. And then I'll show off some of them that are going to be up for auction here in the next week. So stay tuned. It's going to take a minute, but see what happens. I do need to do a little bit of rearranging, but I'll try to show you some of the books as they go up on the shelf. So I think all of these are listed right now. eBay seller Animal Vet 52 if you want to see them. I figured I may as well show you guys and then throw them up there. And they'll stay up there until they end. So first we got the Book of Common Prayer and Administration of the Sacraments and Rites and Ceremonies of the Church of England. That one is published in 1755. Pretty cool. It's a little banged up, but that's all right. Cool. Book of Common Prayer from 1755. Up on the shelf it goes. All right, looks like we got an Irish statutes book on the laws of Ireland. Statutes at large, passed in Parliament, held in Ireland. That is volume, let's see what volume number that is. Looks like volume 15. That is published in 1792, it looks like. I think that's 1792 in Dublin. Cool. 1792 book of Irish laws and Parliament stuff. All right, there's a ton of these books that are going to be up for sale the next week here. It's something about a synopsis and critical look at the Holy Scriptures and interpreters of the Holy Scriptures. That's volume 2. It looks like this one covers the book of Job, the book of Psalms, and Ecclesiastes, and maybe a couple other books in the Bible. That one was published in London in 1671, I think that is. 1671. Again, really cool religious book from 1671. Missing the covers and most of the spine, but otherwise pretty complete. 1671. If y'all have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Feel free to hit the like button. It's been a slow Saturday here at the bookstore, so figured I'd work on this project and go live. Hopefully, no. Of course, the second I go live, a customer's probably going to come in, but that's okay. Again, some sort of religious book. Some sort of Bible commentary book. This one is from 1631. Isn't that crazy? 1631. It was published in Paris, but I believe it's in Latin. And the author is Cornelius something or another. Let's see, we got a question. How's your day been? It's been pretty good. It's been slow. It's hot. I got the fan running, but I had one really good sale today here at the bookstore, so that's great. And I haven't bought anything. Usually on Saturdays, people are bringing in boxes of books to sell me, and I haven't bought anything today, so that's probably best. All right, you'll have to watch one of my previous videos if you want to know where all of this stuff came from. I made a video here a couple weeks ago talking about it, showing some of it off. There was 10 pallets of books. Some of it isn't as exciting as this. These are some of the more exciting ones that are going to be up on eBay. I'm sweating. I am eBay seller Animal Vet 52. There you go. All these are getting auctioned off here in the next couple weeks. I'll be working on this project. Again, no front cover, no spine, but again, tight binding, and I think this one's all complete except for the front end papers. Again, some sort of religious, oh no, actually this one has something to do with Socrates, I believe. So this might be more of a philosophy book. Check out that really cool, I guess that probably would have been a woodcut illustration on the title page. That one was published in 1576. Isn't that crazy? 1576 with a really cool woodcut. And this is a big bugger. This thing's probably about 16 inches tall. Probably has about 500 or 600 or 700 pages. Very cool. I like that one. Let's see what we got next. Another massive bugger. These are all massive folio volumes. Looks like Catholic Institutions and Modern Catechism. This one, it looks like this is volume 2, published in 1725. Again, this is a big bugger. It's probably about 14 inches tall, weighs about 10 pounds. It's a lot of paper in there. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. No, I did not raid the Vatican archive. I see your question there down in the chat. These came from a consignor. I can't really say too much about it. Maybe after I'm done selling the collection, I'll talk a little bit about it. But yes, I would think this stuff is probably halfway similar to stuff that is in the Vatican library. Again, some sort of theology book. This one is from 1638, and check out that wood. I think that's a woodcut illustration there on the title page. How cool is that with the ship? That's awesome. I love it. Very cool. Again, missing the covers, missing most of the spine, but still complete text with the title page. That's great. And I am very excited for how this is going to look when this is full of that stuff. All right, what do we got next? I suppose I could move the camera over there, but this one is missing the first title page. Let's see if there's a second. Yep, this one doesn't have a title page, but again, 1700's book on theology. It's a big bugger. Has the front cover. See what we got here. Again, some sort of theology book in Latin. This one was published in 1726. I am getting pretty good at deciphering the Roman numerals for the year. I'll have to see. There's a few volumes that have maps. I think I found 3 volumes so far that have maps. One of them is listed right now. It has 2 big folding maps. That one was from 1672, I believe. this is a big bugger. This one is probably 16 inches tall. It's huge. See if I can open it up for you. That is another one of those Bible commentary books from the 16. Let's see, this one's from 1674, and it is huge. That thing is so big. All right, looks like we got a book on some sort of moral theology, volume. Looks like volume 3 and 4 together. This one, the condition's not half bad on. Looks like was by that gentleman right there, Solomon Tiknissus. Again, volume 3 and 4. This one was published in 1728. I think there might be another type of page in this one. This is one that I listed probably 3 or 4 days ago, so I already forgot everything about it. That's how fried my brain is. Again, that one's also published in 1728. Again, huge. That's a big bugger. If you don't know, all of my book auctions start at 99 cents each plus shipping. Shipping is going to be kind of pricey. For that one, it might be about $8 or $9. For some of the heavier ones, it might be 13, 14, 15 bucks for shipping. So shipping might not be cheap, but again, for a book from the 1700s, if it's $15 to ship it, I think we'll all be okay. All right, where were we? Again, these are all for sale. Let's see. Biography Britannica. This is a book on the history of notable folks of England, Great Britain, and Ireland. Now, unfortunately, some of these books have had a hole drilled all the way through. See my finger there? Some of these books have had holes drilled in them, which is really unfortunate. Otherwise, this would have been a really exciting book, and it still is. If you don't have $100 or $200 to spend on a volume from this era, you can get this one maybe for a little cheaper. Biographia Britannica, or the lives of the most eminent persons who have flourished in Great Britain and Ireland. This is volume 5, published in 1760. Big bugger. All right, looks like another Bible commentary. Most of these were theology books. Most of them are in Latin. Some are in English. I think there's a couple in Greek. I found one in Spanish. I don't know if there's any like French or German. Again, mostly Latin. Open it up. Looks like, again, some sort of Bible commentary, volume Quintus. Is that 4? I think Quintus might be 4. That one was published in Venice in 1731. Also, you don't need to handle these books with gloves. A lot of the institutions actually are against, or I guess don't necessarily support it, because with gloves you can't grip a book. You're probably more prone to rip pages and stuff. As long as your hands are dry and clean, if they're not oily, you don't want to eat a bag of Cheetos and then touch the books, but otherwise not a big deal. All right, looks like this one is bound in vellum. Again, it has some damage, but it's a well over 200-year-old book, so got to be a little gracious with the condition. Again, it has the drill hole, which is really unfortunate. Looks like we have a lexicon of Roman ritual and antiquity or something similar to that. So, very interesting. Hello. This one was published in 1719. Sorry, I'm live on video. Nah, you're fine. You're fine. If you have any questions, let me know.
Okay, thank you.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to rearrange the shelf back here, and I'll be right back. Show you a few of the books we have ending tonight quick. We have a Magian Gospel, we have New Studies in Mystical Religion, and we have a tarot card reading book. Cool book on astrology. Also tonight I have this cool French book on volcanoes and earthquakes. That one's pretty cool. It's in French. It's from the 1870s. Highly illustrated geology. We have nice Anderson fairy tales. I like that kind of sci-fi type binding design on that one. And then we got this nice Victorian story of the American sailor. Also this catalog, I think it's from the 60s or 70s. Cool fishing catalog, and this one's at $1. Kind of surprised. Should bring 15 or 20, hopefully, but that one's pretty cool. All right, now I have shelf space to put these. Looks like that one's missing the title page. Let's see if there's a second title page in it. Yep, there we go. Again, some sort of theology book. This one was published in London in 1662. Definitely makes it a little bit easier to sell if there's a title page. All right, again, another Latin theology book. That's volume 6. And this one was published in 1761. Check out that woodcut illustration there on the title page. I'm pretty sure that's a woodcut. This is a dictionary of cases of consciousness. Looks like volume 2 that covers L to V, and that one is from 1761. No, 1761. And again, it's in Latin, but still pretty cool. 1761 book. So with these, they're kind of big and bulky, so I'm only doing 20 auctions a night. It's going to be a little more difficult to ship these versus a nice little book, so doing 20 a night. All right, looks like Moral Theology by Claudio Lacroix, Volume 1, published in 1732. I also like it when they use the red and black ink. That's pretty cool. Ooh, check out the header on that one. Again, that one has some cover damage, and there is a hole in this one as well. Again, we got Theology and Bible Commentary, Volume 1, published in Venice in 1758, again in Latin. But again, I'm hoping someone can use these. Maybe most of us don't read Latin, but if you want to do something with the old book, they look really cool on the shelf. These would be great for decorating or junk journal if you want to use the paper. All right, here we have a full vellum binding. I don't think there's only a few vellum books, and I don't think there was too many full vellum. This one is missing the first title page. Let's see, and I don't see a second title page either, so, but again, a theology book from the 1700s. All right, so this one is in Greek. I really don't know anything about the Greek language. And I wasn't sure where that publishing city was either. This one is from 1672. Again, check out the woodcut woodcut illustration there on the title page. Again, I'm sure it's theology related. Actually, a cool thing about this one, there's the Greek and then there's the Latin as well. This one is from 1622. Again, check out the really cool illustration there on the title page. Again, unfortunately with the damage. All right, again, a moral theology book. This one is from 1742. Again, I really like that red ink on the title page. Alright, I'm gonna have all kinds of free space here soon. Again, this one's massive. Yeah, smaller hole on that one. Oh, bigger hole in the back. Definitely not ideal, but still cool. 200 to 400-year-old books. All right, commentary on the Old and New Testament. This is volume Septième. I'm not sure what that is. This one was published in Paris in 1726. Again, that one is in Latin. Another theology Bible commentary book. This one is from 1682. Isn't that crazy? 1682. Yeah, Josh, I've been saying that a lot. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. But you know what? I would have had to pay a lot more for this stuff. And it's on consignment, so that's nice. But if I was going to buy it and it was in much better condition, it would have been extremely expensive. Are you all set? Okay, yep, that's fine. No worries.
I need to know how much.
This one, so that one's 10.
Okay, that's the only one I could see the price.
That one, I don't know, $2 for this one. And then this one is 10 as well.
Okay.
22, yep. Cash or card?
I hope I have enough cash. Okay, yeah, I do. I don't need it back.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, sorry, it's been a slow day, so I figured I'd do a YouTube video.
I was going to stop by yesterday, but I didn't have time. So
Thank you very much.
and I live 1 hour and a half from here, so I stop when I'm going to see whatever.
Where do you live?
the liver.
Oh, yep, right down. Highway 10. Yep. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. All right, where was I? I think I showed this one off, and then I was making shelf space, and now I'm back. Sorry, there was a customer here. I haven't had a customer in like 2 hours, so I figured I'd make a video, and then a customer came. So that's how it always works. Whenever I want to go take a break or go get lunch, customers come, and then I can't eat lunch. So. All right, back in business. Again, if anyone has any questions, feel free to throw them down in the chat. I'll be here for a little bit. I do want to get maybe that shelf and then the shelf below full, which means I need to do something with all this stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, this one has a horrific hole right through all the way through the book. I'm pretty sure that these books were previously used by Satanists, and they decided to destroy them. Just my opinion. We got, what do we got? We got Pope Benedict the 14th. Works of Pope Benedict the 14th. Volume Decium Tertius. Not sure what exactly that is. This one was published in 1767. Isn't that cool? 1767. Isn't that crazy? And again, some of those books from the 1600s. I think there's at least 3 of them that are from the 1500s. I think the earliest one was 1555, which is, shoot, I did the math. It was 470. Anyone have a calculator? What is 2024 minus 1555? I suppose I can check. Yeah, 469 years old on the 1555. I think there's 2 of those. One's in good condition without the covers and spine. Not a big deal, as the title page, and is otherwise complete with a nice tight binding. I think one of the other 1555 books has a big old hole drilled in it. So, yeah, that one isn't quite as valuable as it otherwise would have been. All right, up next we have another full vellum book, again with a hole. See, I could stick my finger right through that book. Isn't that crazy? That sucks. It sucks so bad, because otherwise every one of these books would have been like $100 to $300, maybe more. Okay. Oh, we got another Pope Benedict the 14th. Volume 2, published in Rome in 1747. Again, I hope someone can find something productive to do with these books. Most of us probably can't read Latin, but if nothing else, here's what I'm thinking. Is if you buy 3 of them, you can have a nice little pile on your shelf like that, and they'll look pretty cool. Now, shipping's not going to be cheap, because that pile probably weighs 25 to 30 pounds, so shipping might be 20 some bucks. Okay, this is a Biblia Hebraica, cool Hebrew Bible. Let's see if I can open this one up carefully. Yes, I see all the comments about handling the books carefully. I handle them appropriately, I think. Don't want to damage them any more than they are. So we have a Biblia Hebraica with critical notes, and the Latin version. Very cool. This one was published in 1753. This one does have some, don't know what you want to call that, wear along the edge, that outside edge. The outside edge is kind of fragile. Not sure if that's from moisture or... assuming it's from moisture. Again, that one's pretty cool in Hebrew and Latin. Very unique. Biblia Hebraica. All right, give me 1 second. I need to do some rearranging again. All right, there we go. We got some more shelf space now. All right, we got another one of these big buggers, another synopsis of criticism of the scripture interpreters or something like that, volume 3. This one covers, let's see, it covers the prophets, major and minor prophets. And this one is from 1673. Isn't that crazy? 1673. And it's big, it's hefty. That's like a 16-inch tall folio book. That one barely fits on the shelf. Again, we got one of them holy books. I forget who told me that joke. They're all Bible related, or mostly Bible related. There's some Parliament books, English, British and Irish Parliament books. There's some history of England books. Otherwise, mostly theology. Looks, yep, again, ecclesiastical discipline. Volume Tertius, that is volume, not really sure, volume Tertius, published in 1773. Again, a nice little ship woodcut illustration there. That's pretty cool. Again, we have another holy book. Oh, that's another volume of that last one, and this one is 1752. I am once again running out of shelf space. Again, this one's pretty banged up. Yep, there's the hole. There's a hole in this one as well. Again, I hope someone can find these books of use. This one is from 1619. Isn't that crazy? 1619. What is that? That one makes this one 305 years old. Crazy. 305-year-old book. Another holy volume. That one was published in 1700. right, give me a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging here. Feel free to check out all of my other social medias. Let's see if I can tip this down for a second. All right, I'm back. I got a little bit more shelf space made. All right, at least if I get that pile gone, I can push. Here, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Since I'm running out of shelf space, I think I'm going to finish up that pile. Then I can pile those nice and high, push them over. Then I need to get those two piles over here so I can start taking pictures for tomorrow's auctions. If that makes sense. Again, this one's nice and holy as well. The Memoirs of the Courts of Augustus by John Mills. This is volume 3, published in 1763. This one actually has several plates. Now, luckily, the holes just missed the portraits. So I suppose you could frame these, get some nice mats and cut it nice. Get the mats nice and tight to avoid the hole. And actually, this one is in English, so you can read it. Let's see what we got. We got Livy has been a soldier and was therefore the better qualified to write the history of the most martial of all nations. He died at Padua, the place of his nativity, in the 76th year of his age, and the 4th of the reign of Tiberius, a year likewise remarkable for the death of the poet Ovid, who perished in his exile in Scythia. Sorry if I'm butchering all those names. Ooh, this is a big, heavy bugger. This one probably weighs at least 15, 16 pounds at least. It's very large. It does have a little hole there, unfortunately. Let's open this one up. Ooh, this is another one of those synopsis of criticisms of scripture interpreters. Volume 3, that one covers prophets, major and minor prophets of the Bible. That one's from 1673. And again, these books are huge. Huge, huge, huge. All right, here we got a nice leather one. No hole, thank goodness. There's no hole in this one. Some sort of Christian controversies. I'm not sure which volume this is, but this one was published in 1721. Latin book on Christian controversies. Very cool. I like that one. All right, I'm going to show a couple more and call it a day. Ooh, this one's cool. This one is the Iliad of Homer. I'm really excited about this one. I think it is. Okay, is that in Greek and Latin? I think that's Greek, and then over there, I think that's Latin. Again, we got the Iliad of Homer. This one, again, it's missing the title page, unfortunately, but I think this one might be from the 1600s. Not 100% sure. It for sure is early 1700s. Whoop, little flake of leather. Ooh, check out the initials. The initial letters there. Whoopsies. Try not to drop it. Again, very cool Iliad of Homer. I think this is maybe the second half of the Iliad. Circa 1600s. All right, one last vellum binding. A little bit on the rough side, but it looks like, look at that, nice tight binding. Maybe a few loose pages. That one's missing the first title page. Let's see if there's a second title page in this one. Right about there. All right, very good. It does have a second title page. This one was published in 1708. Very cool, vellum book, 1708. All right, again, quite a few of these are running right now. I know that top shelf, there's 30 on that top shelf. Those are all running right now. I think that next 20 is also running, and maybe at least one more set of 20 is running. And again, how cool, if you could buy a stack of these, buy 5, 6 of them and stack them on your shelf or your coffee table, you'd have the best home decor around. Gonna set you right there. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I shall be back.